What's up, everybody? I'm Danny Sinowitz, the College Dude. I focus on helping people save and pay for college because my mother, God bless her, she had 6 kids in 7.5 years. Getting each of us through college was a painful process for her. I got to see firsthand the level of stress that she had to deal with when it came time to understand how to best save for college and to pay for college. So I use that as my focus now when I help families in terms of understanding what the process actually looks like. Now, there are a number of advisors out there, whether they be college advisors, whether they be financial planners, who focus on different areas in terms of saving for college. What I view, though, one of the best things that you can do is to save taxes while saving for college. If you're able to take advantage of some of the deductions and the credits that are available and lower your taxable liability, that can help you earmark dollars elsewhere, whether that be towards paying for college, saving for retirement, or paying off debt. Ultimately, you want to be able to achieve some of these goals that you have set in mind, but by lowering taxes, you can best do so. One thing I must say, though, is that for specific recommendations, you're best served speaking with your tax advisor, whether that be a CPA, tax preparer, whoever it is that you work with when it comes to specific recommendations. The advice that I'm going to give is general. It's not meant to be taken as specific recommendations in order for you to be going and applying this to your situation. However, I do hope that you're able to learn some of these things that you can take back to your advisor and see if you can incorporate them into your plan. Where I've seen families have the most success is when they focus on what's within their control. For many of them, they can't make a lot more or a lot less money so that they can either pay for college out of pocket or qualify for more aid. So instead, you're stuck figuring out the process based on how much it is that you make. When it comes to the assets that they have, there are some strategies that you can use to maneuver some things around and qualify for more aid, but it doesn't work out in every single situation. If there is a problem I've seen in this space, though, when it comes to college planning, it's that no two plans are alike. Your plan is not your neighbor's plan. So if your neighbor tells you they were able to save money doing whatever it is they were able to do, it may or may not work out in your situation. There are tax credits that are available, but oftentimes you need to be within a certain income threshold to be available for that. There are some savings vehicles that may make a lot of sense for you, but may not for the neighbor down the road. Also, some people are business owners, so they're able to take advantage of deductions that are not available to employees. I highly recommend that you look at your specific situation and work with your advisor to make sure that it makes the most sense for you, rather than just looking at your neighbor's plan and seeing if it worked out well for them. There are a lot of opinions out there when it comes to college planning and when it comes to financial planning in general. But I want to be clear, there's no such thing as a bad product, only bad application of that product. It can make sense for some people's financial plans to use a certain product, but for your neighbor down the street, it may not make much sense. That's why it's important that this is an individualized approach for you that you're able to work with your advisor on. Your financial situation is unique. Your child's situation is unique. It's important to remember that as you're going through this process. Don't get me wrong, I have my opinions too. But if there's one thing I can promise you, it's that I will never recommend a specific product for a large group of people. The other thing I can tell you is that I will not recommend any product whatsoever. It's important to understand that I am not a salesperson, I'm an advisor. So when it comes to giving right advice or recommendations, that's something that you're going to need to work on with your specific planner. The reason that I'm doing this and that I'm making these videos is to help bridge the gap when it comes to the general public and what can and should be done when it comes to planning for college. We weren't taught this stuff in school, and for much of this, you got to do your own digging. It's available to the public at no cost, which is why I'm providing it to you at no cost. But you need to understand the practical application of this is where the value lies. So I hope you find this information, this content valuable. I hope you're able to learn a lot. And one thing I ask for is feedback. If you find this feedback to be helpful, I appreciate it. If you think that I'm wrong in certain areas or you don't think it's sound advice, please let me know. I read every single email that comes across. Understand that I will not be offended if you feel that a certain way is not the right way. But my goal is just to provide this information to be helpful and to show you that there's a better way to pay for college. Thank you for watching, and I do hope you continue to get some enjoyment out of this content.